Hey guys! Welcome to the very first episode of Sailing Oceanaire. We are Weekend Rocks and we actually sold everything back in the Netherlands to follow our biggest dream, exploring the world by sailboat. If you've watched our intro video, you've already seen where we came from, how long we've been planning on this adventure, and the moment we finally found her, our boat. In today's episode, we'll show you why we chose this boat, the challenges we faced when moving from our hometown, and the first time we took her out on our very first passage. So, you're probably wondering why this boat became the one. We wanted that the boat looks modern, have a practical galley layout, an owner's version or at least easy to convert into one, enough headroom to actually stand upright while showering. And it would be a plus if there was an extra cabin for storage. Besides that, this boat even has extra hatches in the cockpit floor to store the lines. It has a large front locker for gear, plenty of windows and only 2300 engine hours. And best of all, the original sails were stored for years and had only been used for one season. It didn't take long for us to realize this was the one. That Saturday we made an offer and waited for the broker to let us know if the owner accepted. So in the meantime we did some sightseeing and went to the Pompeii Museum and explored a bit of the Amalfi Coast. If you are ever in the neighborhood of Pompeii, you have to visit the museum. People in Pompeii had no idea Mount Vesuvius was a volcano. So when it erupted in 79 after Christ, it caught everyone by surprise. The city was buried under 6 meters of ash, preserving streets, homes, and people in their final moments. For nearly 17 centuries, Pompeii remained hidden until it was rediscovered in the 1700s. A perfectly preserved time capsule of that tragic day. Okay, so currently we are in Italy, and yesterday we have seen our potential new boat.
And we made an offer on it. So now we're in the Museum of Pompeii and we're going to drive through the Amalfi Coast because it's Sunday now, and we hope that the offer will get accepted in a couple of days, and we'll keep you posted.
Yep.
Send me on my way to you. I know you're all that I want, but I don't even know your name. So don't go and leave me lonely. I'll show you another way. And you say it's a one-night thing, but I want something more than that. So don't go and leave me lonely. I'll show you another way. So don't go and leave me lonely. I'll show you another way.
Am I disturbing you?
No, I was just reading your message.
Oh, great. Okay, let's do that. Just keep reading, and then maybe you call me back if you have questions.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Yeah. Yes, that would be good. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll update you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Nice evening. Bye bye. Ciao.
Eventually we had to raise our offer a bit, and after days of waiting the phone finally rang.
So the owners signed the contract.
Vic immediately called the surveyor, and by pure luck he just had a last-minute cancellation for the next morning. During the survey we discovered a few issues. Some through-hole fittings needed to be replaced immediately. The jet thruster wasn't working properly, which, to be honest, we didn't even know existed before this. There was no inverter, no heating, and the batteries were completely done for. Of course, it is a second-hand boat, so the chances of finding one in perfect condition and within our budget are not so big. Still, this one seemed like the perfect one for us. We started cleaning, organizing and tackling small repairs. During those first few days, we were greeted by multiple thunderstorms and quickly discovered a few leaks around the hatches and mast cables. For now, we have solved this problem with duct tape. By the end of August, we drove back to the Netherlands to order supplies and pick up the rest of our personal belongings. Fun fact about the village we come from. Every year during the first week of September, there's a big festival. It kicks off with a lighted boats parade and fireworks show, where everyone decorates their boat, heads out on the water and celebrates together.
What did you think? Amazing!
2 weeks later, all our packages had arrived and we could finally pack the box truck with all our stuff. But when we hit about 80% full, we noticed the back of the truck was sagging, and this was not a great sign. So we took it to the weight bridge, and guess what? We're already 700 kilos overweight, and that was without the last boxes and without us in the truck. And let me tell you, if you get pulled over like that, you're in serious trouble. Okay, so this plan's not gonna work. It's 3 p.m. and we have to leave tomorrow morning. What should we do now? After an hour of brainstorming, we realized there was only one real solution: buy a van and rent a trailer. So we jumped online, searched like crazy and found a van for sale an hour away. By 5 p.m. we bought the van, by 6 p.m. we rented the trailer, at 7 p.m. we started transferring everything from the overloaded box truck into the van and trailer, at 10 p.m. we signed up for European roadside assistance, and the next morning at 5 a.m. we rolled the dice and blasted off towards Italy. We honestly got really lucky, because even though we couldn't take the van for a test drive, it turned out to be an absolute gem, and we made it safely all the way to Castellammare di Stabia. We moved all of our belongings onto the boat and waited for the broker to bring the final paperwork. Now it was time to put our brand new dinghy in the water. It is a 3.6 meter long rib and with the outboard still attached, weighs around 200 kilos. There was nowhere nearby to launch it from the beach, and using a crane would have set us back a few €100. So we decided to do it our way. With sheer determination, a bit of creativity, just a few people, one very heavy dinghy and absolutely no professional equipment whatsoever. Here's how that went. Once she was in the water and fueled up, it was time for the big moment, the test run. The engine decided it only liked one gear, which was reverse. So there we were, proudly going absolutely nowhere. Luckily, Vic is a bit of a diagnosis specialist. Within minutes, he figured out what was wrong and how to fix it. Time to hit the water. About a week later, it finally happened. All documents signed, everything complete. She was officially ours. This marina was quite expensive and also not what we had in mind for the whole winter. So we focused on getting the boat out as soon as possible and head to Capo d'Orlando in Sicily. It's 155 nautical miles from the Marina di Stabia to Porto Capo d'Orlando. But since our spot in Sicily wasn't reserved until October 1st, we had 13 whole days to get there. which meant only one thing. We had plenty of time for island hopping, and our first destination was Capri. Arriving in Capri feels like entering a movie set. Cliffs towering above, super clear water below, and 100 boats trying to get the same shot. We arrived just before sunset, dropped the anchor, and jumped in for a quick swim before it got dark. Then we toasted to our very first night in our new floating home, anchored in a stunning bay. I honestly couldn't believe it. This was what we'd been dreaming of for so long. I'll admit though, I didn't sleep a minute that night. I was terrified the anchor would drag and we'd end up on the rocks. The next morning we got up early, hopped into the dinghy and explored a bit of Capri's east coast.
Good morning. Tonight was our first night on anchor.
Yeah.
It was a bit rolly, so we didn't slept a lot, but we'll be fine. First we had coffee.
Yeah.
Then we had a small trip with a dinghy. We just picked up anchor, and now we're going back to the mainland, follow the coastline on our way to Sicily, to Marina Capo d'Orlando. That will be our winter harbor. We will be there for the next 7 months, fixing the boat, cleaning the boat, new anti-fouling, new through hulls, servicing the engine, adding lithium batteries, adding a solar arch here for our dinghy that we can lift it instead of tow it like this.
You can see it. Nice. Yeah, so we are not sure where we're gonna stop today. Because currently we are motoring. We hope that we can sail today, but it doesn't seem like it. Currently we have a true wind speed of 1.9 knots, so
Yeah,
not sure if it's gonna happen today.
don't think so, but we also have old diesel in the tank, so it will be nice to get that out of the tank.
Yeah.
So we can put some fresh diesel in it and replace the filters.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Yeah, keep you updated. So, we're currently sailing along the Amalfi coast. A couple of weeks ago we did it by car when we were looking at this boat, and it was way too crowded. I like it much better with the boat.
Our goal is to post a new video every week. If you'd like to follow our journey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's free and it really helps us grow. Okay guys, thank you for watching and we'll see you next week as we continue our voyage and arrive on Stromboli, which is one of the 7 Ionian islands. Bye!